What if it is true that the world is new and the old is gone? That's pretty big. Today, on April 8th, which is the day of the solar eclipse that everybody's been talking about for a long time on all different levels, and I have been following some of it, and it sounds like it's a huge energetic shift happening, and that we will start moving forward with a new energy. And I want to just share my own experience today with that energy. So this morning, I was doing a meditation with somebody from my Joe Goldsmith community. We do meditations a lot. And in my experience, I felt that it felt like something, I rose out of something and something opened up to receive in a new and bigger way. And what it felt like, what I rose out of was like an old energy that was like, trying to hold me down, hold me back, something that was just sticky. And even though I knew it's not who I am, I can probably relate it to, instances in lifetimes and whatever, but it just didn't feel like it had anything to do with me anymore. But it was just there. And you can see if you can relate to some of this old energy that makes it hard to move forward. And then my friend who was meditating said, I heard clearly the old is gone. And it felt like a super confirmation that both of our experiences was kind of the old is gone. So the new world is here, which is exactly how I experienced that. So I went about my business, and then it was about an hour or two before the eclipse. I really wanted to be silent with that. So I sat down and I read a little bit in a book of Joel's, actually called The World is New. It's so interesting how things are all falling in place. And then I was just sitting in silence and really feeling that new energy that felt like it came through this morning. And as I was sitting there, I so clearly felt the separation between the new world or the new earth and the old one. And the new world, it's not new, but it is new to our perception and to our experience because the old world is what we have been identified with and giving our energy to and trying to get rid of, trying to fix, heal, whatever it is. We have all done it because we couldn't help it. We don't want to get stuck in that energy. So we have tried everything: meditating, retreats, healing, counseling, coaching, yoga, energy healing, you name it, diet change. We've probably all done it. And yet there has been a stickiness, and it's been baffling me in a way. Like, what's it going to take? I think I have talked about that before. What is it going to take to be free from that? Now, again, in my own experience with myself and my clients, I do believe that the self love balm that I use, that I apply, is immensely helpful to unhook from this stickiness. And I feel I have been much more free for many years because of that, as well as meditation and, other spiritual practices. But just the ability to be able to unhook, that is so valuable. And yet, it still felt like there was an energy there, even though I may not have been engaging with it or touching it, as I often talk about. It was there, and it did color my experience. So in this meditation and during the solar eclipse today, it was just this beautiful clarity and just seeing that this new energy, this new world, which has always been here. It is already here. There's nothing we need to do to bring it here other than putting our attention on that instead of the old dark energies. And they're sticky, they're very sticky. So it can be hard to not focus there because it's sticky. I know all about that, and I think we all do. But what if today there really was an energetic shift that lets that old energy be done? Like my friend said, the old is gone. And when I heard that, I was like, yes, that is true. In that moment, it was so real for me because this was all there was and still is now. And it is really beautiful. And then it's a matter of keep going here to the new energy. Now, what does that mean? It may mean different things to different people. To me, it means that the everything, the all that is everywhere is so here and available. And it means that the old beliefs, the old emotions of there's not enough, I have to work hard, people don't like me, I'm never going to succeed, God has left me, nobody cares about me, all that heavy duty energy that we all have lived through for a long time. I don't know if it's one lifetime or many, probably many, that that may still be, there might still be some remnants, some energetic flavor of that. Familiarity, familiarity is a big one too. We're so used to just hanging out in that muck, and we need to work hard, excuse me, to not be in it, right? To be here. But what if today there really was a shift where that new world is more available to us? What if at least we choose to believe that? Instead of when the old comes knocking on the door, open it up and let him in. There's just a clear, remember, don't touch it, what I've talked about before. If it's possible for you and me to not touch it, even more so than yesterday, and realizing that the old is gone. It's just kind of an awful smell left, It's like, no, don't like it. But this smells really good, the new. So I'd rather inhale this new aroma from the new world. I really feel that something happened today because it was very real in my body and still is. It just feels like I feel we have access much more easily now, much more easy access to the new world or the new earth, the new expression of the divine, which is not new because it's always been here. It's always been the same. It has the same qualities, the same expressions, the same flavors. It's always been here. But now that this one has less pull, we can start experiencing this, which has always been here. And that, of course, is what all the saints and the sages talk about. And it is true. It's not new to me, but today it's a little more new in the sense that it feels brighter. It feels brighter. And this feels duller or maybe really uninteresting, because we cannot bring the light to the darkness in a way. We have to leave it. It's just not, it's nothing. It's nothing, but it wants to claim to be something. So when I say we shouldn't bring light, we don't need to bring light to it. I mean, in a way, we do bring light to it by going to the light, by being the light, but not by trying to change this, because then we give it energy. So if I may suggest a practice, is to really embrace the fact. Let's do it right now. The new world is here. It is right here. And the reason we call it new is it just because it's new to our perception. And the old world is gone, or at least on its way out. And if we see this day with the solar eclipse as a portal, where the portal is so open now, you know, when it got dark for the sun, it was like, okay, that was the end, but now the light is here, and we can and must bring our attention there. If there is a lot of stickiness still in the old, and there probably is for many, many people, don't do the spiritual bypass, please, because that doesn't work. It's been tried, and people always have to come back and bring the pieces back into the light that they have left there. But can we, are you willing to do what it takes to undo where you're still stuck, where you are still touching it emotionally or mentally, and do what it takes? If it's self-love, the way I share it, use self-love. If you have other ways, there's probably a ton of other ways to unhook, to get unglued, because the new world is here. The world is new to us now, and we have access to it. And I want to share that with you. It is so beautiful when you really become that new world, realize that is actually who we are, who I am, who you are. And then see that the darkness it's nothing. It's literally nothing. It's just an invitation, or as Joel Goldsmith says, it's a hypnotic suggestion. That's all it is. It's a suggestion. And you can say no to it, and then start feeling into what is actually here that has been maybe eluded most of us for a long time, and get really curious and be curious. Be curious. Again, it's like getting into that space where you say, show me. I now know and sense that it is here, that you are here, whatever you want to call it. Now show me. Give me that experience that I need to know that. Because the darkness, I don't know how to do that. And you never will, because the darkness is nothing. It may pretend it is huge, but it is nothing. So, but we still need help to make the transition from placing our energy in the dark, in the old, or start bringing it to the new world. The world is new, it is here, and it is available to every one of us. So, shall we do this together? Shall we just finally choose to leave the old behind? And if there's things that need to be cleared out, then do it, but don't get lost in it. Do whatever it's needed. And then move to this, and then open up and say, I don't know how to get unstuck from that. It could be a family thing going on, it could be some financial problems, it can be anything in this world, which is always limited. So that's why we need this to grow bigger in us, so we know that this is who we are and this is nothing. And this will help us unhook. It won't fix it. There's nothing to be fixed. It just needs to be left behind. And then show me who and what I am as this new earth is appearing. Yeah. Let's do it.